of every single possibility on the board. He makes one move on the left side and then on the right side. Yeah. He's asking Magnus for a decision. If Magnus pushes that B pawn forward, he's blocked all counter chances on that queen side, giving Hikaru essentially a free play all over the board. But does Magnus even have the possibility to keep the tension? Will we see the streamer's favorite move played against the world's favorite streamer? Will that be en passant?
No, en passant. It's a one-time offer. Magnus could have captured the c5 pawn a moment ago, but that is no longer on the cards. Black's knight looks super strong now. Can't get rid of that one on the b4 square. Magnus moves his king. It just needs a breakthrough. It's very blocked, but it feels like the black has the more active forces.
Keeping the position just a little bit closed. At the Esports World Cup, en passant isn't legally enforced. Of course, you don't have to take it. And we've chosen not to on this occasion. Queen now moving to the stronger side of the board for the black pieces.
It's a maneuvering game, and I really like the plan that I think Hikaru is setting up. He wants to reroute that dark squared bishop, the one piece that is so inactive in his camp, to a diagonal where he can get on the attack. Bishop d8, bishop a5 is what Hikaru Nakamura wants in the position. Magnus Carlsen not giving him the time to do so? Or are there tactics that perhaps still allow Hikaru to continue with his plan? Now that we spot that the king on d2 is lined up, he goes for it. Knight takes knight, bishop a5.
Nice.
Pin it, win it.
Beautiful. The King's Indian defense is known as an attacking weapon with the black pieces, but often there's one problem piece, and it's that dark square bishop. You end up blocked behind your own pawns. If you ever activate that piece, it becomes a huge weapon.
White's light square bishop, we've talked about it already this game. Definitely the problem piece, blocked behind everything, in there at the long run as a defender. Black's dark square bishop, blocked behind everything, but the A file was opened up by Magnus Carlsen a couple of moves ago, and that has presented Nakamura with an opportunity to shove that bishop over to the A file, and it looks like this is going to happen. That dark squared bishop is suddenly going to become a very active piece staring down at the heart of White's position.
It's from zero to hero, you know. That bishop has transferred itself to a square where it's perhaps going to be the strongest piece in the position, targeting White's king. And love how Hikaru's played on all flanks, right? We're talking about the left side, but let's point out the queen and the bishop on the right side are about at least threatening all the time to win that h5 pawn as well.
And you said it yourself, Tanya. Hikaru is also pretty darn good at grinding everything down. David, you agreed? This is beginning to look like Hikaru giving us a little bit of that as well.
Perfect game so far, but we said that about his play in the second half of the earlier game in game 2. He couldn't finish that one off. This one's still very blocked. He needs a breakthrough. Good move there. Very important move by Magnus to occupy the A file to prevent infiltration. You still need a next step. And yeah, I'm going to say overall, though, no matter what happens in this game, this is exactly how Hikaru needs to play. Aggressive opening, King's Indian, push pawns, try to go for the opponent's king. White's king looks pretty safe, surprisingly, despite being in the center here, quite far advanced. But yeah, Hikaru, even if he doesn't turn this one into a win, he just needs to take inspiration from it. He's played fantastically so far.
He really has. I'm going to point out, though, I love how Magnus's king is just chilling in the center. You know, it's surrounded by his own pawns, but it's also playing a key defensive roles to exactly those central pawns, knowing that if any check happens, it might be game over, but any check is far away from that. And as I say, he tries to get it back to safety, sort of passing the ball to Hikaru right now, and Hikaru comes in with another plan. You know, it's all about the A file. I think he wants to get his queen over to B7, assist it to bring the rook and start attacking the white queen from A8 and give those very important checks.
And hang on a second, because the white queen is going to be the first piece to infiltrate, and the Silicon does not like that at all. We are now trapped behind enemy lines.
Look at Magnus shaking his head. The white queen has no way home. It's going to be sitting on that silly square for the rest of this game.
And the light squared bishop, it can come and start targeting it. And it does. Is Magnus Carlsen about to lose his queen?
We need to see Magnus here. Hikaru just needs to get his bishop out the way. We see a round of applause.
The crowd goes wild.
Hikaru fans there in the audience here in Riyadh. The white queen is still alive for now, but all you need to do is bring the bishop across. She's only got one safe square. Then you slide the rook. That Magnus Carlsen's queen is about to fall. He plays on. Hikaru Nakamura has to take this point, though.
He has to. He can't mess this up for the second time. Team Falcon, big support there. The home favorite team, Magnus Carlsen resign. Hikaru Nakamura is back in the match.
Hikaru comes comes back swinging. King's Indian defense, and look at that, trapping Magnus Carlsen's queen to level the match after game number 3. What an incredible performance. Vintage Hikaru is back, and Magnus, well, turns out he's mortal after all.
Magnus, he showed weakness in game 2. He clutched up, saved it with a helping hand from Hikaru, but this one he could not save. Look at that poor white queen caught by that bishop combo. The bishop's pawns blocking the escape route, and Magnus's queen there. I've very rarely seen him blunder in those circumstances, Tanya.
This is what Hikaru needs to do more of. Those dynamic openings, those complicated lines. And what better way to make a comeback win against the king of chess by winning his queen?
Beautiful, very appropriate as well. These two fantastic warriors battling it